The Big 12 women's tennis tournament has been set officially as of last night, only because Iowa State had to reschedule with West Virginia, and that match would have mattered because if West Virginia would have won, it would have not affected them. It would have affected Iowa State in terms of seeding in the Big 12. Okay, the Big 12 tournament starts tomorrow, and all these are Central Time, by the way. The 7th seed Baylor takes on the 10th seed Kansas State tomorrow at 10 a.m. The 8th seed TCU takes on the 9th seed West Virginia at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Now, Friday, the 1 seed Texas will take on either the 8th seed TCU or the 9th seed West Virginia. Of course, the 4th seed Oklahoma State takes on the 5th seed Texas Tech at 3 p.m. And by the way, that Texas match is at 3 p.m. as well. The 3 seed Iowa State takes on the 6 seed Kansas at noon. The 2 seed Oklahoma takes on the winner of the Baylor Kansas State match. Of course, on Saturday, it's either at 3 or 6 p.m. for both of these matches, but the first one would be the winner of the Texas versus TCU / West Virginia match, while the other would be the Oklahoma State versus Oklahoma State or Texas Tech. The second match would be, the second semifinal match would be the winner of Iowa State Kansas versus the Oklahoma versus Baylor / Kansas State winner. Of that initial match before. So, and I know one thing: TCU needs to find a way to get into the NCAA tournament. They're like right on the bubble right now. Obviously, one more win. Obviously, if they don't need to lose, Baylor is on the bubble too. Technically, they are, but they're like number 40 though. They're not totally in danger. But I will say TCU needs it. They're like number 49. Obviously, the problem for them is, even if they beat West Virginia, that's not going to be enough points to move up. Obviously, if they beat Texas, which last time TCU played Texas, it was 4-2. But Texas won the match. So, obviously, if Baylor would win, they should beat Kansas State in third. Kansas State's winless in the conference and only have 2 wins overall in the season. In the last 4 matches, they only have 5 players. But if Baylor wins that match, which I think they should, they take on Oklahoma, and I don't know if they're going to beat Oklahoma or not, but at least they for sure not to put themselves in danger by losing to Kansas State, and they cannot do that. Because obviously a loss would drop them. That would be a bad loss. It would be a bad loss in that situation. Obviously, if they would beat Oklahoma, they would be guaranteed to be safe. But it's not just huge because of those 2 teams alone. It's huge for Texas and Ohio State, the closest teams to be an 8 seed, to be a top 8 seed, to be an 8 seed for the NCAA tournament. Because if you're an 8 seed or 1 through 8 seed in the NCAA tournament, you're going to be hosting the first 3 rounds potentially, depending on if you win the first 2 rounds. Obviously Oklahoma has something to lose here too, because if they lose to, for example, like Baylor, they would be out of the top 16 hosting if they were to lose. I'm just saying that in theory, not to say it's going to happen. I cannot predict that because you never know conference tournaments. And Oklahoma State's trying to play themselves to be a top 16 seed too. They're trying to. So that's kind of big for them too. So anyways, if you like this content, like and subscribe, and see you guys later. 5 subscribers, we're on the road to it. Let's go.